Okay, in this video, I want to talk to you about self-doubt and also the fear of being in front of a camera as a 40-plus-year-old starting on YouTube. Listen, I think most of us, when we started our YouTube channels, sometimes we even struggled with our tongues, able to spew some few words because we would get our tongues tied, even trying to remember our name, basically trying to introduce ourselves in front of the camera. I think I had given up on introducing myself a long time ago because I used to struggle to remember my name. That's how fearful I was of the camera. I think the most thing that makes one feel intimidated, or at least like, am I all right, is because you are in a room by yourself and you are looking at a knob of a device and you are talking to it and you're thinking, I'm all right. Those sort of things do happen to a lot of us. That is why it's also important that you stand in front of a mirror and pretend that is the camera and speak to it. That also includes you remembering the points that you are going to be talking about on your videos. That also includes you building your confidence in front of a camera. That also includes you remembering your script. If you are a person that writes scripts like myself, I would write an entire script and I will memorize it and then I'll sit down and I will speak on it. Sometimes if you were listening to me really, really closely, you can tell that, oh, that was an accident there, that something is said. Yeah, that's because I'm trying to remember at the same time trying to be confident in front of a camera. Confidence in front of a camera, it's a gradual thing to get used to. I mean, after about 20, 30 videos, you are already at least have some kind of confidence. You are now able to look at the lens of your camera instead of looking at the screen finder or viewfinder as it's called. Many people look at the viewfinder and I don't know, maybe they feel like it makes them feel more comfortable. At least they can see somebody rather than just looking at the lens of the camera. But the correct way, of course, to film a video is to look at the lens of the camera, not the viewfinder. Like for example, I'm now looking at the viewfinder and I'm seeing myself, but now I've turned and I'm looking at the lens of the camera. The moment you see yourself on your phone or camera, that flip screen, you are doing it the wrong way. You need to look at the lens of the camera. The lens, if you're using a camera, if you're using the phone, this part of the phone, that's where the lens is. Or if it's in front of the phone, it is this little knob up here in the middle. That's what you need to look at when you are filming a video. Now, the other thing that other 40-plus-year-olds feel a little bit intimidated by is the fact that they've got children, young children, maybe teenagers. You know how teenagers, when they grow a little older, they always think that their parents embarrass them. And now you're thinking, my goodness, my son or my daughter, both my sons and daughters are going to feel embarrassed with me starting a YouTube channel. I think it's important that you sit them down and let them know that, listen, I've got all this knowledge, I've got all this experience and wisdom. I would like to share it with the world. You don't have to come across me if you don't want to, but please let me let you know that I'm starting a YouTube channel and this is what I'm going to talk about. I feel like our kids, they get a little bit more comfortable if we are talking adult stuff on our videos. By adult stuff, I'm talking about things like finances, things like business, things like budgeting, things like gardening, things like technology even. Sometimes they might be like, what do you know about technology? And they forget that we, the generation that actually came up with what they are currently using and asking us, how do you know how to use it, type of situation. So when you are going to start a channel, I think you should sit them down and let them know. Or don't let them know at all. That way they don't have to be embarrassed. If somebody says, hey, I saw your dad on YouTube, and they go there and then they see what you talk about, they might get like, okay, I like what my dad is doing. I don't know what my mom is doing. You'll never know. But I think it's important that you also keep your peace. If you don't have peace of mind and you're starting a YouTube channel, then you have no business in starting a YouTube channel. First, iron out all the things that you believe might actually make you quit, because YouTube is also not easy. You can find yourself pumping videos on your channel, but nobody is watching. And you can pump a lot of videos on your channel, but you still feel like you are lacking a lot. In most cases, we always feel a lack of something. That is why when you start a channel and start uploading, with each upload, try your level best to improve something. Improve the way you speak. Improve in being more yourself, because in most cases, we are timid, we are a little bit shy, and we're a little bit rigid as well. We don't even talk with our hands. And I'm not saying if you're not a person that speaks with your hands, it's fine. But show some sort of life in you. That way you grab the attention that you have targeted with your videos. So those are the things that you need to work on. But I can tell you right now, the mirror is the best way to gain all of this that you require in order for you to press that record button. Now, once the record button has been pressed, guess what? All that you have to do is get to the finish line with your video by giving all the pain points that you have prepared, and then it's over. Probably the next thing that you are going to have to learn, which I believe you don't have to copy other people's styles of editing. Find your own, and in time you are going to find your own style of editing. Because a lot of people, they struggle with editing. They say, oh my goodness, I have too many jump cuts that are actually obvious on the screen. It's okay. YouTube, in as much as it wants you to post quality videos, but in the beginning, I mean, you are still learning. That is why with each video, try to learn something new, try to improve something new, so that you will feel better maybe after 100 videos. It takes literally 100 videos before you can say, I think I got a grip of this thing. It doesn't happen in the beginning unless you've been in front of a camera before, you have the experience, or you went to film school and learned all these things, or drama school for that matter. Then it becomes a little easier. For the rest of us who have not been to any of these institutions and learn the ins and outs, then we're gonna have to learn on the job. We have to learn along the way, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. And that, those are the things that I wanted to say in this video, because I did get a comment like, oh, I'm a little bit timid, especially once my camera is set. I don't know what to say. My tongue gets tied, and I'm like, all of us. English is my second language. It's not, I'm Zulu, so you can imagine me doing my videos in English, how much worse it will be for me as a Zulu speaker. So all you have to do is just garner that courage and also the confidence that you need, and set up your camera and then just go. Don't think about it, because if you overthink, then you are going to make all these mistakes and too many cuts. Yeah, you're gonna experience all kinds of things that are going to make you self-doubt, and then you toss the camera and then you kill your YouTube dream. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.